The NASCAR Camping World Truck Series on Speed is brought to you by Cheerios, 100% natural whole grain oats and only 1 gram of sugar. By Atlanta Motor Speedway. Come see how NASCAR's big boys play capture the flag at Atlanta Motor Speedway, March 5th through the 7th. And by Hershey's Milk and Milkshakes. Try a new way to indulge in Hershey's. Aerial coverage tonight brought to you by DirecTV. DirecTV, it'll change your life. Call 1-800-DirecTV.
I could see our hotel from that blimp shot. It's right over there to the right.
Got a big view from the DirecTV blimp. Involved in this most recent crash, Elliott Sadler, Ricky Carmichael, and the list goes on and on.
Man.
Just an innocent little bump from Ricky Carmichael to Ron Hornaday. Look on the outside. That's Ron Hornaday, the 33 Longhorn truck. Ricky Carmichael, the monster truck, right behind him. He's just going to try to help him. All he does is looks like maybe just nudge him ever so slightly, and it turns Ron into the outside wall.
And Ricky's probably thinking, you know, I've been bumped like that before. My truck kept going straight, but you just don't know what Ron was, you know, where you hit, where you match up, and it just happened so quickly. We tried to give him a benefit of the doubt and say he didn't do it, but he certainly did.
There's Ty Bodine on the inside.
Elliott Sadler, the truck we're riding along with.
Doing great.
Doing great off turn 2, and then into 3, it's tore all to pieces.
There's Mad Max on the inside.
Look at there, a little
bumping
bump.
Todd.
Keep coming on the bottom. Keep coming low, low, low. Keep coming low. Perfect, perfect, perfect. Clear. Good job. Good job.
I guarantee
Watch
you.
this now. We got the 4 truck following a 33 truck.
I guarantee you, Ricky Carmichael was shocked when he saw Hornaday's truck turn in the outside wall.
Watch him. He pulls up to him right now, and you see he's not exactly in line as Rick, as you said, but he's getting close to him right there. Looks like the contact.
Golly, and look, they were doing the same thing down on the inside, Rick, pushing each other.
Right.
They kept going the right direction.
Well, and I know that we're looking at something, they're going 185, 190 miles an hour. We're looking at it very slow, but it almost looks as though Ricky Carmichael moves just a bit to the left when he gets that contact, and that accentuates the contact and sends Ron into the wall.
We saw Kyle Busch bumping Taylor
yeah.
Malsom, his teammate, a lot harder than that, but unfortunately it didn't work. Krista?
Yeah, this one involved a couple of champions, a former 2005 champion Ted Musgrave and our reigning champion Ron Hornaday. We've been watching it down here, so I could guess what happened, but nobody wants to hear me guess. They want to hear you say what happened.
It's going to be easy. I'll just blame Bush. He was out in front, so I'm going to blame him. No, actually, we got a good tug, and he dropped to the bottom, so it slowed my truck up. Ricky got a good run and run into me. So these trucks, the bumpers don't line whatsoever. So I don't blame him because the lap earlier, I picked up Sadler, and luckily he was fortunate enough he saved his. So you just can't bump draft in these things, and Ricky will learn that, but under our cost. But I hate to say, Longhorn, thanks for all the support and just everybody. It takes a lot of people, and them guys just built this truck in a week, and as fast as it was. I hate to see both our trucks out, and plus Ricky's truck we do. So, KHI, we got more work to do, but we'll go get that. I think we can get that Longhorn Chevrolet back out.
Well, I know Ricky's a good friend of yours. Are you mad at him right now?
Daytona. I mean, how can you? You know, full moon. No, we're all right.
All right, Ron Hornaday's in good spirits, so let's talk to Ted Musgrave. You were so excited. We're so excited to have you back. I know this is not how you wanted it to end tonight.
No, it was my one and only shot for the year, maybe, unless I get some sponsorship for Atlanta. But I'm telling you, wrong place, wrong time, both times. None of them were my fault. Kyle Busch and I both jumped to the outside, got involved in the first lap. So my day was pretty much over, but I was just sitting there riding on my own business, and then that second one came along, I got pushed into it, and the Hope for a Haiti truck just needs a lot of hope right now. I think we're going to have to load it up and take it home.
All right, thanks, Ted. Let's go down to pit road. Pit stops, Ray.
Mike Skinner just came to pit road, Krista. He did not want to give up his track position, but his crew chief, Gene Need, said we just cannot take a chance of going on too long of a green flag run now because there's so few trucks left in the race. They came to pit road, gave up the lead for the 5 truck. Adam?
And Ray, just a moment ago, we heard Ron Hornaday talk about what happened on track, and Ricky Carmichael with us now. No doubt Ron felt like you bumped him from behind. He said no ill will, but that's what happened. In your opinion, what did you see?
I mean, definitely I bumped him from behind. We had a great run, and I'd bumped him before earlier, and I'm no expert at bump drafting, but I do know, you have to have patience, and I mean, I was on the brakes, you know, and no one was pushing me from behind. We just had a lot of momentum. He was a little bit ahead of me coming off the turn, and I had so much momentum coming. And what was weird is, like, he was side drafting, and he just wasn't perfectly straight. And like I said, I had no intention of slamming him from behind and going, and just, like I was on the brakes, and it still seemed like I was getting pushed, but we just seen the replay. I wasn't, and I feel horrible for those guys, and obviously horrible for our team. And it's just a shame, man. Things happen so fast. It's really not the speed that is the thing. It's how fast things happen at that speed when things go wrong. So I feel bad for him. I mean, dude, I look up to that guy so much, and the whole crew over there. That it was so weird. It's almost like when he was side drafting or whatever. It just wrong place at the wrong time for me to be sucking up right up on him. And like I said, I was dragging the brakes so hard, and it just, I don't know.
Tough start for Ricky Carmichael and his new team.
Yeah, dejected Ricky Carmichael in the garage.
You know, guys, I was watching that replay while we were talking to Ricky, and the 4 trucks on the inside were all bump drafting while that happened.
2 by 2, they come back to the tri-oval. Green flag back in the air.
Max Pappas leads at Daytona, and Nelson Piquet Jr. was second. One's from Brazil, one's from Italy.
That's a bit of a foreign flavor.
Yeah, that's awesome. Matt Nelson didn't get the start he was looking for. You know, you just have to really appreciate Ron Hornaday's interview there, though. I mean, he just got wiped out. We reminded him before the race he'd never won Daytona. He gets wiped out, and yet he still had the attitude. That's racing.
Yeah, that's Daytona.
That's Daytona racing. And it just goes back to what we were talking about. These trucks punch such a big hole in the air. Look at the run Todd Bodine gets on his teammate right there, Max Pappas. He has to back off. He has to drag the brake. There's Johnny Benson on the outside. 95 did a great job avoiding that incident.
Stacey Compton up in front of this field in the 60. We'll see if he can hold on to the lead. Jason White in the outside line in the 23.
There's not many of them left, but they all look pretty determined.
Stacey Compton is credited with leading that lap.
And oh, by the way, we're not halfway yet.
A lot of sparks still flying out from underneath these trucks as they bounce through the turns.
What a great story. Ooh, look at Max jumping around up off of turn number 2. But
Johnny Benson at the same time was doing the same thing.
Yeah, that was what a great story it would be for Johnny Benson to come back. Ooh, look at Johnny trying to bump draft Jason White. And you see how Jason's truck's wiggling because Johnny back there pushing him.
How about Max Pappas making the pass and taking over the lead from that 30 of Todd Bodine? They've left the 60 back there in the 5th position. And he was just leading.
Kyle Busch decided.
It happens fast.
Kyle Busch is thinking maybe he'd get lap number 17 back here, 16 back.
You know, amazingly enough, we talked about all of the storylines early on in our setup and at the beginning of our broadcast. And I think someone mentioned, you know, we haven't heard from Matt Crafton yet, who was second in the points a year ago. It seems like we haven't heard from Matt Crafton again through this broadcast, but he might be doing this on purpose.
Yeah, that may be intentional. Just about the whole race, he's kind of fallen back a little bit, just outside of that lead draft, just right along all by himself. He knows that truck will pull up if he needs it to. He knows we're probably going to get another caution flag, and it may be a smart race. We saw Bobby Hamilton do it
we've
in
seen
2005.
Before.
Wouldn't you say decent strategy so far, the way the race has played out?
We've had 16 different trucks of the 36 starters involved in accidents already. 16 different trucks.
Yeah.
Some of them twice.
Yeah.
15 and 81 were involved.
Oh, look at Max sideways.
Pappas up the racetrack. Todd Bodine able to maneuver around the truck going by him on the high side, and so Max Pappas has his hands full right now.
It's been an adventure, I think, for Max. Every time I look over there in turn 2, he's jumping. It looks like maybe he touched the apron this time. Let's see if we can watch Max now deny. He got sideways, and that's why he got down on the apron.
Yeah, he was spun out. He luckily saved it. Great job by Max, and a great job by Todd Bodine not running in the back of him.
Or hitting the 5 truck.
Timothy Peters is out in front of the field at Daytona International Speedway.
Well, it won't be long till that 18 truck is out front. Now he's out. He's 18 laps down now. He's soon to be 17 down when he goes ahead and gets by Timothy here.
Look at him. It's so impressive to watch Kyle Busch handle a truck or a car around this racetrack, or any racetrack for that matter.
It's impressive for us to watch. Timothy Peters probably isn't so impressed right at the moment. Getting pushed and beat by a guy 17 laps down.
How about this guy's coming after me?
How about that truck inside line, third in line? The 46 of Dennis Setzer.
And my tire monkey is here.
That's right. TireMonkey.com.
He's here.
Mario Goslin.
He's actually here.
He's all up in there.
Season.
Oh,
how about J.J. Yaley in that 01 truck? Brand new race team having a good ride.
Just in front of that 12, J.J. Yaley. The 5 of Mike Skinner showed his strength early on in this race. He's still fighting in the top 10.
These guys don't want to let Kyle Busch have his lap back.
No, they really don't. But
they didn't like the way that was shaping up.
If somebody was smart, they would latch onto the back of that 18 truck, because I'm quite certain he wants to get up front.
So the field comes down the backstretch, and again, chaos is somewhat calm for now. It has been a wild ride for 16 different trucks. They're all pointed in the right direction for now.